I'm told you were summoned to number 10 this evening. What happened?
Well, it's been a bit of a race, it seems to me, for the Prime Minister to try and catch up with the proposals that David Cameron has initiated. First, Harriet Harman, the Leader of the Commons, as you saw, wrote a letter to an all-party committee. Then Hazel Blair suddenly announced she was paying money back. And then, yes, I and other senior political journalists were summoned to see the Prime Minister, who insisted that he had now got all-party agreement to a better way than the way he said David Cameron had set out earlier today.
It's not enough, actually, for just one or two MPs to make announcements here and there. Everybody in the public has got to be satisfied that their members of Parliament have not claimed money wrongly. So there's got to be an independent scrutiny, an independent review, and I'm taking a more radical course of action than has been taken in the past, because I believe it's absolutely important that politicians prove themselves worthy of public trust, and that independent scrutiny done by an independent body of all expenses over the last 4 years is now necessary. And I hope and believe that all political parties will now support it.
But that initiative only came after scandal produced by a newspaper and by the Leader of the Opposition proposing a set of proposals remarkably similar to these just a few hours ago.
No, I'm sorry, Nick. If you look back on the history of this, I referred the matter to the Committee of Standards and Public Life in the first place.
You didn't propose the scrutiny of all MPs' expenses. Today you're doing it for the first time.
I also, by the way, asked the Committee of Standards to look at MPs' allowances. I got a series of reforms that I asked the House of Commons and took the initiative myself to do this. And this initiative about MPs over the last 4 years having all their expenses re-examined is an initiative that has come from Don Tuig, the chairman of the committee, after discussions with me during the course of the day. So the initiative has come from me.
He's your former parliamentary aide, and it came after David Cameron made identical proposals just a few hours ago.
I'm sorry, Nick. We've been discussing this for days, and we've been looking at this matter for some time, and I've been talking to Don Tuig about this for a number of days. We'd actually hoped to make some progress yesterday, but we have made progress today, and now all parties are prepared to accept this.
That was the Prime Minister talking to you earlier, Nick. Does he have the agreement he needs to push this forward?
Well, he says he does, but I don't think he does. I've spoken to two senior representatives on the all-party Commons committee that he's referring to, the committee that advises the Speaker of the House on how to deal with complex matters, and they have both used the word misrepresented to describe what the Prime Minister says tonight, saying, yes, they did discuss it, yes, they hope to reach agreement, yes, they will meet again tomorrow night, yes, Commons officials are looking at how to do this, but they are not there yet.